trickle on in. We got a few more minutes here before we get started. Hope everybody's having a lovely
show
Friday.
will begin soon.
Yeah, we'll get the show on the road. We're just waiting for the pump token team to get in here. If you're in here, guys, please raise your hand so you're at the top of the list so we can unmute you.
I'll just send them a message now.
Oh no, there we go. We have some hands up. Is it Mike and Jeremy that we're talking to? Let's see. Hey guys.
Hello.
Let me get Jeremy as well.
Hey, I didn't know that Mike was in here yet. I just was going to unmute to let you know the team members to unmute, but I'm not talking in this AMA today. But it's good to see you. How you been?
Hey, thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Been good, man. How are you?
Doing well. Doing well. I'm excited for this AMA. We have a treat for you guys.
Right on.
Awesome.
We look forward to it too.
Yeah, I was just wondering while the people are getting situated here, we've honed our presentation to fit into the time parameters, obviously, but there is so much with this token to explain. If you wanted to let us free flow it so we can make sure we get through all the pertinent information in a half hour, that would be appreciated, because if it's less structured from our point of view, we're never going to be able to get through it all. Is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, however you'd like to do it. Yeah, if you've got
Yeah,
a presentation for investors, that'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. And will our guys be able to two things? Will we be able to slow down the chat or stop the chat?
Yeah. We shut the chat. Yeah, when we start, and we put all your official socials in there and the website and everything, so investors can check that out. And then obviously they can join your chat if they've got any questions afterwards. If we can't get time for some questions from investors, but might be a few hands up.
If you want to add something to
Will,
the chat, Mike, I can.
Will our guy be able to share his other links and stuff as we go through it?
Yeah. Who will be sharing? I can give him temporary admin so he can share with the chat locked.
That would be Toshiba. So if you want to,
if you're in here, Toshiba, can you write something in chat so I have your ID, like in our main chat now? Has he joined?
Yeah, he's in here. I can see him.
Oh, there you go, Toshiba. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give Toshiba temporary admin so he can post.
I almost didn't make it in. That captcha almost just won. That captcha was almost smarter than me. That was close.
Oh, it happens to many people. Yeah, sorry.
There you go, Toshiba.
Oh no, it was a really tough captcha. I haven't seen one like that before.
Yeah, the problem is you go to solve the captcha and there's 7 captchas that jump up on top of yours and you answer the wrong one.
Yeah, I was scrolling for a while.
That's why mine failed. Like I think I clicked on Carney's number.
It doesn't kick you out automatically, but I made you temporary admin, Toshiba, so you're not gonna get kicked by the bot now anyway. So you can freely post after we get started here. We'll post the flyer with all the socials, and as Mike goes through everything, if you need to post, you're free to do so.
Perfect. Thank you. Cheers.
Okay, we got the whole team in, and I can start the recording, introduce you, and then you can take it from there.
Crypto King is following behind us here. Not sure if he's got his hand up.
I can't see any hands up. Let's go down the list. Quite a big list. There's 375 in now. Yeah, if he raises his hands, if you're in, then we can get you to the top.
He should be unmuted now, Crypto King.
Perfect.
Yeah, and we do have a rather large team, as it were. So our introductions will be relatively brief from each of us so that we can focus on the good stuff.
Yes, sir.
No problem. So we're just waiting for. Oh, we've got Crypto King, right? So are we ready to rock and roll?
I do believe so. Yes, sir.
I'll start the recording, introduce you, and I'll let you take over.
Cool.
Okay, good afternoon, Coin Talk community. Today we have an AMA with Pump Token here to speak about the project. It's a lot of people on the team. Pump is backed by 75% by the XUSD, 75% of the liquidity, should I say, is in there. There's all sorts to go through, but we're going to get a presentation from the team now. So I'll let them take over and, tell our investors all about the Pump project.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Glenn. So my name is Mike. I am from XSurge. I am head of their marketing. I'm also one of the founders of Pump Token. That's been 6 months in the making. I have a marketing background. I've also had my own business for 20 years now. And the idea for Pump came to me about 6 months ago using XUSD as a backing asset. And yeah, that's basically me.
Hi, I'll go next. Toshiba here. I came onto the project a little bit after its inception with Mike and Tones. I've been working in crypto for a couple of years now, but I've been full-time for just over a year. My background is mostly accounting, but I'm working in finance, for most of my life. So in terms of Pump, I do mostly like the back end side of things and keep everything running and a tight knit and doing the account side of things, but also just a little bit of everything. Thank you.
Next, guys.
Tones are king.
I'll go.
Tones is in here. He's getting things set up on the back end.
All right, go King.
All right, I'll go ahead. Crypto King here. I've been around in crypto since Bitcoin was offered to me for $1. A lot of experience in AMAs, bringing projects together. I'll be talking to you guys a little bit later about Pump Starter and how that utility, how we're going to have fun and give something to the community, and look to you guys' engagement for that part. Crypto King, thank you.
I am Crypto Carney. I am the head voice mod for Pump. I come from a background of experiential marketing through carnivals, circuses. I've worked with hypnotists, you name it, MC jobs all over the map. The other half of my life is telecommunications, high-level multi-tenant situations. I've been around since the Option 61 Nortels all the way to the newest versions of Voice over IP. Heck, even trying to fix Telegram. So I'm a bit of a sales engineer and the loudmouth on the team. I am Crypto Carney.
And I do believe, I'm sorry, we have one more. A lot of you guys already know who he is. I'm not sure there's so many people here if he's here, but Tones, are you there and unmuted? If you want to introduce yourself.
He just put his other.
Hi, Tones.
Sorry, man, I didn't know you were in here.
Unmuted, but he's maybe not got his microphone on mute.
No, can't hear you.
Let's just roll forward.
Yeah, we'll just roll forward. That's okay. When he pops on later, if he unmutes his mic, he can step in. So we're going to jump right into the project. We're going to tell you what Pump is, why you need to be investing in Pump right now. But before we do that, I'm just going to let you all know this is, and I'm going to say mercifully, the last AMA we are doing before launch. It has been a crazy ride, lots of AMAs, talking to lots of people.
27.
Yeah, exactly. The last chance that you will be able to get a pre-sale allocation is between now and the conclusion of this AMA. When this AMA is over, we are closing the pre-sale allocation. You will have to, if you want to get in, you will have to go to GemPad. That's where we're going to be launching from. That's the pad that we're using. But the guaranteed allocation is over at the conclusion of this AMA, because this is the last AMA that we were doing. And it's really nice to be able to do it with you folks. Let me tell you a little bit about Pump. I spent a year with XSurge, and XUSD came out about 7 months ago. XUSD is an amazing token because whether you buy it, whether you sell it, whether you transfer it, no matter what you do to it, the price goes up. XUSD is the world's first appreciating stablecoin. It does not go down in price. It's also, if you want to look at it another way, it's the world's best stablecoin staking platform. The XUSD is a complex mechanism, and we're going to try to get through all that in the limited time we have. But if you think about it as a stablecoin staking platform, you put stablecoins into it and you get more stablecoins in return. That is the essence of what it is. XUSD came out as a version 1 that was strictly transaction based. So in order for the price to rise, somebody would either have to buy it, sell it, or transfer it. Version 2, which is where we're at right now, has a whole bunch of real world utility use cases attached to it that does not rely on transactional volume. And this is huge. So XUSD makes money on itself in a variety of ways. It has a treasury. The mine is coming out soon where you'll be able to use your underlying stablecoins to buy any token in BSC. It's a flash loan provider. It has a stable swap. It's going to be coming out with a governance token, NFT, lending services, even an annuity service is possible because of XUSD's rate of return. So what does all this mean? All this means is that Pump, no matter what Pump is doing, 75% of the LP will be in XUSD. So no matter what is happening with Pump, XUSD underneath will keep pushing it upwards, upwards, and upwards. And for those of you that might have a little bit of a hard time wrapping your head around what XUSD does and how it does it, think about it like this. XUSD has its own internal liquidity pool market maker. Tokens are minted when they're bought and they're destroyed when they're sold. And every time a transaction happens, a little bit more BUSD is left in the contract. What happened to Tether and any fears you might have about stablecoins cannot happen to XUSD because XUSD is not pegged. It is not pegged like Tether. XUSD is over 100% collateralized, immutable on the blockchain. And the example that I like to give to everybody is if 100 people buy XUSD and 99 of those people sell, the 100th person not only will walk out with their full bag value, but walk out with the best price. And I'd like you all to visit a website, and it's called buytherise.com. And I don't know if we have that up here, if one of the boys can just post it. Buytherise.com is a great place to learn about XUSD for the first time. If you look at that and you can see the chart, you can see how the chart always goes up. And you'll notice there's that big raise that happened several weeks ago. That was the result of somebody selling. Okay, because sells raise the price of XUSD exponentially. And again, I understand it's a hard thing to wrap your head around. But once you figure it out, and once you realize the power of this token and the engine that it can be for Pump on the backside, this is really a win-win situation because it hedges against downward pressure. And it allows Pump to rise by virtue of the XUSD rising in the background. So Pump can rise even if there's little or no volume. And if there's sell pressure, XUSD can help offset that sell pressure. So Pump is a really simple token. It's a 12% tax. We're giving away 6% of those taxes back to the holders for XUSD rewards. And all you got to do to get it is lock it up for 5 days. Okay, the staking is not a ridiculous amount of time. It's doing it more for your protection to have the lock period at all. But Pump is a very, very simple token with very, very complex underpinnings. I'm going to lay a couple of really important XUSD facts on you a little bit later. But now I want to shift gears and talk about Pump's greatest utility, which is the Pump starter and our treasury and what that is going to do for our token.
How you guys doing today? I'll be Crypto King today, and I'll be sharing with you guys a little bit about the Pump starter. The Pump starter is what we come up with for the collective intelligence. It's for the groups, the best mind of all the experience that we have to come up with all these ideas of what it is that we want to do. Basically, it also enables us the ability to help all these other projects that are willing to pair their liquidity with XUSD, or just outright have fun or anything that's mutually beneficial for everybody. What Mike was saying is XUSD, yes, it's new, it's a little complicated, but it is the future. It's going to set a standard for all the projects to not only care about one major exploit, but to focus forward with your backed asset continuously going up. Well, how do you get XUSD? Simple. Buy pump, be engaged with the community. That's what the treasury is about. You guys help us decide where the fund goes. You guys help us use the collective intelligence. It's not when. A lot of people get excited about the lunches and everything. Don't get me wrong. We're super stoked about tomorrow. But what's very important is this pump starter and the other utility aspects we have. While XUSD is doing what it's doing, we're able to focus and have fun engaging with the pump starter. So guys, this is a way for you guys to get rewarded with XUSD and be a part of this great innovation that's going on and the future projects that are going, but you get to be a part of this pump starter that's coming up. So thank you, Mike, for that.
And I'm glad that he was Crypto King today, because I don't know who he was yesterday, but he's definitely Crypto King today. that was the coolest part about Pump Token in general is that Mike has put together a super band of marketing people, because this is an experimental token. It's the first of its kind to pair with an ever increasing stable coin at 75% of its backing assets. So the making of funds and the how do we pay for that and all that is kind of taken care of on the backside. That's where we're a utility reward token. A reward, because again, it's very simple token. We're going to give you back 50% of the taxes in XUSD, so your stable coin goes up. Now, what happens there is that every time that our contracts or our holders touch XUSD, because there's a 0.75% buy tax, the price of XUSD is going to continue to go up. Well, 25% of our taxes is going into a fund, not our genes, called the Pump Starter, that's going to allow us to be able to show other groups to do that. Our treasury for the Pump Starter is going to be held in XUSD. It's going to be held at a 6% annual APR until we figure out exactly what to do. Now, we're not just saying willy-nilly, we'll figure it out as we go. We have a very structured team. We have armed guards at our wallets and bank accounts. It takes me two documents to be able to request $12 to be able to make sure I have duck races. This is a very serious business, and we understand that even though it looks like a shit coin on the internet sold by a carny, the fact that we're doing what we're doing on the back end is what everyone's going to want to hear about, and the Pump Starter is going to help them do it and also be the team that tells everybody they should.
Yeah, Pump Starter, you guys should know, we have our own ideas as well that we're going to present to the community right after we launch. We already have the next two or three iterations of where we're going with Pump after this that are going to essentially be guaranteed money makers that are going to be on the heel of what Pump is doing. Obviously, we can't spill those deets yet. That will happen after launch. But this project wasn't put together like slapboard in 24 hours. And this has been 6 months. 6 months of blood, sweat, and tears has gone into this. We're not just doing this so we can be around for a month and go away. This project has long-term capability. So let me give you an idea about what some of that capability is. A lot of you are hearing about XUSD for the first time today. It's not going to be the last time. XUSD is going to be the premier backing asset in all of the BSC. And it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, because no token can support a project better. So for every project on top of us that utilizes XUSD in any way going forward, and there's probably 5 to 10 in the hopper right now, working with DeFi Mark, who wrote our contract. He is also the creator of XUSD, that are banging down the doors to get involved. Pump is going to benefit from every single one that comes after it, because we were the first to put such a large percentage of our liquidity pool in it. And speaking of that, if we didn't blow your minds before, I want to talk a little bit about how further usage of XUSD and liquidity pools is going to increase Pump revenue. So if you'll notice, XUSD, the internal price that you see on Buy the Rise, that's the price. That's the chart. That's the real deal. We have a second liquidity pool with BNB. The reason initially we made that was for charting purposes. If you can't get on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, you're in trouble, right? PooCoin, PCS, they can't see our internal LP, so therefore they cannot list us. We created that pairing simply so that we can get listed on those services and have a chart. But there's another reason, and that is arbitrage. So the XUSD BNB pool, every time BNB rises or falls by 10%, it's arbitraged, and that creates additional volume for XUSD, which creates additional upwards buy pressure. Well, what did we at Pump do? We took it a step further. We are going to be launching with 2 liquidity pools. 75% is going to be in XUSD, 25% is going to be in BNB. But here's the kicker. We have our own proprietary pump bot that is going to be fee exempt, that will arbitrage our 2 pools 24/7 and will kick 90% of those profits back to Pump. It is guaranteed volume no matter what is going on in the market. You can try to come in and snipe our LP by going against our arbitrage bot, but you're going to lose because your bot is not fee exempt, ours is. This service from XSurge is called Arbitration as a Service. And if you go to xsurgecrypto.net, you will be able to read about the arbitrage bot. We have simply rebranded it for Pump, but it's the same technology. And you can see it live in use right now from a token called MDB, Make DeFi Better. I encourage you all to go look and see what that arbitrage bot is doing. They are projected to generate over $140,000 of revenue just from the arbitrage bot, and Pump is going to follow right on its heels. So that's another way that Pump is able to make money on itself without any single individual buying, selling, or transferring the token. Look, we're in a bear market. We all know we're in a bear market. The only way you survive and thrive is to hedge your risks. Having XUSD as a backing asset plus the arbitrage hedges those risks. We are also locking the liquidity pool for 30 days. Why? We need the flexibility. What happens if 30 days from now we're in a bull run? Maybe we don't want to have so much allocated towards XUSD at that point. Maybe we want to put more into BNB because the market is telling us it is now in a bull run. This is a project that has long-term vision and a long-term plan and a team ready to react to what the market is telling us it's doing. I hope you guys can see the value there. And again, I'm reiterating, our pre-sale is closing at the conclusion of this AMA. Whatever is left, if there's anything left, is going to go onto GemPad tomorrow. So I encourage you, I implore you, join our Telegram, do your own research, have a look, and decide for yourselves. But this is really a great opportunity from a project with a great team. Team has a high moral compass. It's been put together over the course of 6 months, and we are ready to take off and explode. I also invite you tonight. We are going at Pump official token. I guess we can drop the link there. We are having an AMA with DeFi Mark, the creator of XUSD, and he's going to be there to answer all your XUSD questions and to hear it from the creator himself, how having XUSD as a backing asset in the arbitrage can help almost any project.
That sounded pretty religious, bro. That was awesome. From the creator himself.
The creator himself, yes. DeFi Mark, the creator of it all, is going to be there to talk to you guys and answer your questions. And I'm going to just drop one more real cool thing on you guys. And this is another one. Of course, they dropped the KYC. The team is. We have done the KYC through SpyWolf. We are fully audited. We've taken care of all of that. But I want to talk to you a little bit about the Pump Infinite Money Loop. We have figured out a way. We have figured out a way to create infinite money loop through Pump.
You can't tell them about it. Yeah. Oh.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm just keeping one eye on the clock here. So basically, if you take your Pump and you stake it and you get XUSD rewards, you turn around and you take those XUSD rewards and you go to XSurge Crypto's DApp where they have an earn setting. So you can stake your XUSD there, pick any token you want to earn rewards in. You can earn rewards in pump. So you can turn around and get more pump to get more XUSD, to get more pump, to get more XUSD. This is a bona fide mathematical infinite money loop. And we are encouraging everybody who gets into XUSD from launch onward to do this, because it's
only
just
reason it's possible. But remember, guys, the only reason this is possible, you've heard these stories before in DeFi, and everybody's got a loop of their tokens, the circle of whatever, that stuff. You have to understand really and get your head around the fact that XUSD contractually cannot go down. So by having a stable coin that cannot go down in part of that loop that is actually increasing in value regardless of what happens, that changes the infinite money loop possibility. That's what creates the perpetual motion machine of money. You really have to understand that the XUSD component plugging in there can change everything about past projects forever, because we're going to be doing so many things with it that that's only the missing piece to be able to make a successful project. Sorry, I had to say that, Mike, because it's the part that people don't quite get in the VC. So I just want to throw it in.
Yeah, no, very true. Very true. Once you wrap your head around XUSD, and it's going to take a minute. There are some people where it takes them a few weeks to get it. Some people get it in a couple of days. But when you get it, when you finally figure it out that this is the real deal, I mean, this has been humming for over 7 months now, and you can see by our chart, no games. It does exactly what we say it does. Then you see the potential for a token like Pump, because you might say, well, why don't I just get XUSD? Well, you can, and you certainly should, and you certainly will when you own Pump. You will get XUSD just by owning Pump. However, XUSD is not going to give you the 10, 20, 30x that people have come to know and expect from the DeFi space. Pump will give you that. And then Pump will give you the XUSD rewards on top of it. So again, it's a funny little token with a funny little name, but there and a carny running it. Let's not forget that. We have a bona fide Carnival person running it there in the VCs. And thank God for him, because he really enjoys interacting with the community, him and Jay and King. They do a great job answering all the questions. But Pump is a serious token with serious tech. What we've just done is something that nobody has ever done, is we've put a lot of that tech in what most people consider the afterthought is, what do you back your token with? What do you back it with? So I guess if anybody has anything else to add, we could move on to questions.
Hold on, Mike, before you open up the floor, because it's like you say, this is I gotta put some sauce on this, only because I want you guys to grasp what's going on. The team made a decision to be more strategic, and we changed our platform. That's really the only reason we opened this sell back up. The last couple of AMAs, we didn't have any tokens to sell you guys. So listen, Mike is being humble about this thing. XUSD is the future. What you get behind Pump is a team that's we're very transparent in all we do. We're very fun, very knowledgeable. So we take the good and the bad with crypto. But guys, take advantage of this opportunity, because you don't want to be sitting by while this ship sells by and say, how stupid was I that they were literally giving me the future for playing with a crazy token named Pump, literally pool parties, pump parties all the time. So guys, Mike's being humble, but we opened this back up for this new lunch pad we want to do from strategic purposes. So that gives you guys an opportunity to get some of this. So guys, all jokes aside, Pump is a serious token, but it's something for you to have fun with while you wrap your head around with how XUSD is going to be the game changer of DeFi.
Excellent point. There's nobody that puts better sauce on it than you, my man.
That's what he does.
That's what he does,
man.
That's what he does. Yeah, so I see we're hitting up on our allocated time here. We are happy to answer any questions, whether it be from our host, whether it be from the community itself. We're happy to answer any questions as long as they're legit.
Guys, yeah. If I could just ask a couple of quick questions. The tokenomics, you call it the pumponomics. I see 15% of the supplies for the team. Is that vested over a period of time? How will it work?
Yeah, it's got a lineal vest for 1 month, the team tokens, and the foundation 15%. It's got a 3-month lineal vest.
And with the XUSD, that's the intermediary token. So is it the same team, and you're moving on to the Pump, and how will the ecosystem sort of work with the two tokens?
Oh yeah, no, great question. No, this is the beauty of it. XSurge Crypto is its own entity. Pump is its own entity. I'm kind of the liaison between the two. But while we're doing what we're doing with Pump, especially post-launch, XUSD is going to be continuing to innovate on the backside of this. So it's not like we have to even worry about future innovations for XUSD. It's going to happen automatically. These are two separate entities. So every new iteration that comes out of DeFi Mark's head to make XUSD better, and believe me, it's almost every day, Pump is just going to benefit from that because we have so much of our LP in it. But yeah, two separate entities. So it's almost like when you buy Pump, you're getting two teams for the price of one, really.
Yeah, because you're getting 6% XUSD rewards in the buy and sell tax, which is great for investors. And the Pump treasury, how does that work? What's that going to be allocated for? Will it be marketing, liquidity?
That is that is the Pump Starter Fund. Well, it's the treasury, but that's where, if the Pump Starter does require funding to be able to assist projects to be able to get forward, we have access to that as the collective intelligence to draw from. As King likes to say, the hardest part in crypto is, when you're bringing and Jeremiah says an idea from the napkin to the blockchain. A lot of the times the stumbling block is funding, and for a fee, we are more than happy to help any project with anything they need, whether it be devs, marketing, media, social media, website, dApps, whatever. We can help with that. And the Pump Starter's purpose is for that. And it's going to be held in XUSD inside of XSurge while it's generating money for the project, even if we do nothing with it at all.
When you had a Spirewolf audit, I take it that went really well for the Pump token, yeah?
Oh yeah, no, fully audited. We're not going to anything we do before we put it out into the world. Everything's going to be audited, and we went through their KYC as well.
Well, we've got a few minutes left because we started a few minutes past. There might be someone on the team that's got a question for the Pump token team here. Go ahead. That's the question. So let's move to Syed. You had a question for the Pump token team. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Okay, so you mentioned about Pumpbot, and that is a basically XSurge arbitrage as a service program. So I want to understand that will XSurge have access to your liquidity pool? How will that work?
Oh no! It's not that at all. They're going to be trading it, right? But they can't mess with the liquidity pool. They're simply doing the arbitrage opportunities and sending 90% of the profits back to us. I encourage you to go to MDB, look at Make DeFi Better. I wish I had it with me. I should have thought to bring it with me. You can look at it right on BSC Scan, what the arbitrage bot is doing, and you'll see the profits are made, and then you can see the profits sent back to MDB. So this is like the ultimate anti-LP snipe, because arbitrage traders are going to snipe your liquidity anyway when there's discrepancies between the pools. This just absolutely prohibits them from doing so because we're doing it in-house with the fee exempt.
Another version where our price floor backed by XUSD can, another little piece to ensure that our price floor can rise over time without high volume, which is what everybody else seems to need in this business. We can just focus on what we want to do going forward as a project.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up. Thank you so much.
Sure, thank you. Great question. Thanks.
To Western Beast, you had a question for the Pump token team. Go ahead.
Yeah, I actually saw the fact that you're using a lot of tokens to raise on your stability. So I wanted asking, how are you guarding against the problem of impermanent loss? Because when we are staking those tokens, the investor experiences impermanent loss. So is that XUSD also going to assist in guarding the investors' investment against impermanent loss?
It's not a farm. It's a pool. So there's no impermanent loss. You're not pairing the token. It's just going to hold its value, and you're going to be paid in cash off the taxes with XUSD. That would be a farm question if you were having LPs.
Oh, all right, got it.
Yeah, great question though. Thank you. We're happy to answer.
Thank you for the question. Yep, we're running out of time today, but all the socials are in our main chat there. If investors want to check out the website, the white paper, go to the community socials and check everything out. AMAs, we always say, are for research and educational purposes. It's not for financial advice. Do your own research. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the future for the team. It seems a really strong project. GemPad is one of our partners here at WorldCoin Talk, so it's great you're launching there. Will it open to the public at a certain point on GemPad, or what's the soft cap investor?
Well, yes, sir. So they're finalizing the GemPad details now. That's why we have to close. We will not be able to accept any funds once this is over. The remaining, whatever we have remaining, is going to go to GemPad. If I had to ballpark it, I would say it's going to be in the 60 to 70 BNB range. But you'll see us listed there in short order, probably within the next couple of hours. So yeah, it just all depends on what comes in between now and then. So I would say probably 60 BNB, because we raised all the rest of the funds ourselves. So we really didn't go nuts spending on marketing. It was more doing what we're doing here, going to various communities, putting a good team together to tell the story of Pump. So we did raise the bulk of it ourselves, and I think there's like maybe 60 to 70 that will be left for GemPad, perhaps a little less.
I don't know if Toshiba's put a link in the chat to the GemPad launch, or it'll be coming soon if you join the Telegram. It's been great speaking to you guys today, and I'm looking forward to the pre-sale and the launch for you guys.
Oh, and please, everybody, there's a lot of people here. Our claim to fame, what we're doing, as you can tell by the entertainment value we have in our voices, is that our voice chat is open 10, 12, 18 hours a day. So all of you 300 people, if you come to Pump Official Group and you have additional questions, you can come and ask us. We are there all the time, hiding from no one. So we want to be able to help you learn about XUSD and understand what Pump's really going to do.
And we're also giving away money today with different contests. So if you like free money, and who doesn't, who doesn't, if you like free money and you want to have a little bit of fun, come on over.
And I just want to say one thing just before we close off the whitelist round and then upload our sale to GemPad. We could keep it open perhaps till the hour. So if anybody on this AMA is listening in and they want to secure that position just before the hour, then yeah, the contract address is in the chat, and then it just that way it will secure your position, because there's not going to be an awful lot of BNB going on the GemPad. So just in case you miss out. So just there for you. Cheers.
How does that work? If I send my BUSD over, that allocates me so many tokens, and then I can buy again whitelist, or
yeah, so basically. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. This is your area.
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say, yeah. So basically, the whitelist has been open for a few days, and so we're going to close that off. Like I say, as we're doing this AMA, we may as well keep it open at least till the hour if anybody's listening in and they want to, reserve their spot. So we take those funds, and then obviously we'll deduct that off the total allocation for GemPad. So once we close that off, we'll then know the exact amount left to put on GemPad.
Yeah, and then you'll be airdrop the token as for your contribution in the BUSD.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming today, guys. Yeah, if you can send over a link when it goes live on GemPad, I'll put that into our main chat as well. And like you say, thanks very much for keeping it open for another 25 minutes for investors to check out the website white paper. And if you want to get involved, yeah, the contract address is there to send over your BUSD, and it's been great speaking to you guys at the Pump Token Project. Look forward to the future.
Yeah, great. Yeah, great. Thank you for having us, and thank you for allowing us to post the Gem link. As soon as we have it live, we will drop it in here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
I'll finish the recording and send a copy over for you to share with your community. And looking forward
great.
to the launch.
Thank you. Have a good day, everybody.
Everyone.